Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome to Rough Justice 84, a 1980s crime-fighting strategy game where we manage a security agency. So we'll have a little team of agents, we take on different contracts, and they could be anything from securing a building to catching an escaped fugitive. There are lots of little mini-games for us to complete, we can buy equipment for the agents, and it's all got a very retro 1980s feel to it, including, you will be delighted to hear, the amazing hair and the questionable dress sense. It just wouldn't be an 80s game without those, would it? So they've got those in as well, which is wonderful. It looks really interesting. It looks very good, particularly the graphics. I do like the graphics. They do look very distinctive and very lovely. So I thought we should definitely take a look. Now, this is the demo of the game, which of course means it's not the finished version and all that kind of stuff. But as I record this, the demo is available on Steam. There's a link to the Steam store page in the video description below if you're interested. But anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? Let's pop back to the 80s and do some crime fighting.
I remember like it was yesterday. We came up together. Jim was a rising star, and he took me along for the ride. Corruption in the department was an open secret. No way Jim was going to let it slide. Jim kept me on the straight and narrow. They can say what they want, but it was a setup. Simple as that. An honorable cop in Seneca? Jim never stood a chance. Prison couldn't have been easy, even for someone like Jim.
Today marks the day as Seneca City is named murder capital of the U.S.
I hereby declare that as of today, the Seneca Enforcement Act is in effect. As your new DA, I can promise you this. We will turn the tide.
In an unlikely turn of events, former super cop Jim Baylor has been exonerated.
Right, so to summarise that little kind of intro sequence there, what I got from that was, there was a chap called Jim Baylor, and he was some sort of super cop, and he went round the place doing lots of very good crime fighting in a 1980s way, sliding across the bonnets of cars and all that kind of stuff, or the hoods if you want to call it the hood, so, doing all sorts of dramatic 1980s things, and then he got framed. He got framed for doing something or other, I don't know what it was, murder was it I think, so he got set up, he went to prison, then crime rocketed up by the look of it, and then he got exonerated. So Jim Baylor is now out of prison, and now here we are having a chat to Hank Kowalski. So hello Hank, how are you? You have an amazing moustache. That's a very good 1980s moustache. I mean, you've got some good 1980s hair going on as well, but the moustache is very good. So Hank is saying, it's good to see you, Jim. Oh, we Jim? Oh, okay, we might be playing as Jim. Oh, okay, so we are the super cop who then got put in prison, who is now out of prison again. Oh, okay, so we're Jim. Okay, it's good to see you, Jim. Sorry for the less than frequent visits. That's okay. People talk. Can't give them the excuse. Not that I give a damn no more. Okay, what's your tone? I should have left after what went down, but life on the force is behind me. Independent now, just like I always talked about. Pension be damned. Okay, so we can now choose a response. Okay, I wasn't expecting a kind of character building conversation system thing, but okay, no. So we can either just kind of say nothing and stare at him, which would be a little bit weird. We can say, don't sweat it, Hank, putting yourself on the line for me wouldn't have changed a thing. Or, hold up, you left the force? Since when? I think we might say possibly the bottom one. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the 80s-ness of this room here? That is very good. There's kind of like a very old kind of projector type thing over there, is it? And some proper old kind of computers. Look, is that a printer of some description or a fax machine maybe? They've got phones with wires. Look at that. Phones with twiddly wires. You don't see those very often anymore. There we go. It looks very 80s. It's a proper 80s kind of thing. And I do like that about this game. It does have some very good 80s visuals going on, including as well the characters. The characters do look very good, as we can see with Hank here. Very 80s kind of thing going on. Okay, so hold up. You left the force. Since when? Tell us, Hank. I left 3 years ago. As soon as they passed the SCA, every clown, ex-cop, ex-fed, ex-whatever was lining up to start their own agency. Goddamn feeding frenzy. Okay, what's the SEA? Now, there you go. SEA, what's that? And where does Hank Kowalski figure into all of that? Or say nothing. SEA, what's that? Seneca Enforcement Act. Crime rate got out of control after you went down. Well, I mean, we were very good. We were the super cop. So much so, they straight up tortured red tape on private agency regulations. Okay, right, so private agencies, such as we're going to set up, I imagine, in a moment, they can have kind of similar powers to the police. I guess that's what that's saying there. SCPD can't handle it, or won't, so now it's on the agencies to pick up the slack. Work to go around like you wouldn't believe, and carte blanche to lay down the law. Bounties, recoveries, security contracts, you name it. With the authority to bring in perps, asset recovery, access to warrants. It's wild, Jim. City's going to hell, but all that work, I had to take advantage. But you know as well as anyone, I ain't always the calm and rational type. Never been much of a diplomat either. Is that where we come in, possibly? Okay, so who'd you rub up the wrong way, Hank? I think I know where this is going, Hank. Whose feathers did you ruffle, or say nothing? Let's go for the middle one. That seems a little bit more a little bit more tactful than who'd you rub up the wrong way, or just staring at him. I think I know where this is going, Hank. Whose feathers did you ruffle? Some of the types I had to deal with on agency beers really bent me out of shape. I maybe torched a few bridges. Okay, so we can stare at him again, or I've known you long enough to know this is entitled Chit Chat. What's the pitch? Okay, yeah, we'll go for that one. You got me. I need you, Jim. Okay, so again, we can say nothing. There's a lot of saying nothing. I wonder what he does if you just kind of continue to stare at him while not saying anything. What would happen there? I just got out, Hank. Can't you clean up your own mess? Or fine, I'll help you for old time's sake. I mean, it seems that me and Hank have gone back quite a way. Was Hank the chappie doing the voiceover, possibly, on the intro sequence? Because at the start he was like, yeah, we joined at the same time and he got me through it and all that kind of stuff. Maybe Hank was doing the voiceover. Do you know what? Fine, I'll help you. For old time's sake, because I kind of feel like we need to go down this option. I knew you'd come through. Absolutely. Go on then, Hank, what's next? Like I said, bridges burn, yada, yada, yada. Long and short of it is some big jobs fell through and I'm short on rent for the office this month. Okay, how short are we talking, Hank? Short, but it don't matter. I've got a thing or two lined up. When they hear Jim Baylor is calling the shots, they'll eat it up. Calling the shots? Your name's clean now. Yeah, it is, because I got let out. It's exonerated. Client don't like me, but with your face on the agency, that changes things. Okay, so we're going to be the poster boy. You pull off a few jobs that restore trust, you know? Okay, so again, we can just stare at him, or we can say, this is a one-time thing, Hank, for old time's sake, and sticking your neck out during the trial. Oh, okay, so he was part of the trial to actually get us exonerated. Oh, Hank, we owe you. Okay, that's fine. Office is just around the corner. It's a fixer-upper, but it's got heart. Penny and Larry keep the lights on. They deserve better, but don't tell them that. Place would fall apart without their support. Okay, so we're not going to do the nothing option. Anyone who can put up with your nonsense is a special kind of person, Hank. There's a little bit of a bromance going on. True though that may be, who can say no to this face? Apparently not me. Let's hug it out, Hank. Anyways, this is the agency. Not much to look at, I know. But like I said, it's a fixer-upper. Okay, yeah, it looks wonderful. It looks very good. Ooh. Okay, it's got a big long kind of coat on. In order to accept cases, you need to talk to case officers in the agency. Cases are tied to caseloads. A caseload consists of several cases. Okie doke. Case officers can give you caseloads, which consist of individual cases that need to be completed. And I don't think I've ever said the word cases quite so much in such a short space of time. Okay, right. Alright, let's get the ball rolling here. Accept your first caseload. Okie doke, Hank. So what do we do? So there is Hank, we're in the agency. A caseload is composed of a number of cases you need to complete in a limited time. Accept the caseload. Okay, so we're just going to accept whatever this is here. And we've got 3 hours. 3 hours to accept it. Okay, so what do we do? Just click on it. Click and accept. What's this here? What's that? Level 1, level 2, level 3. Is Hank one of our agents? Hank might be an agent. Unlock next agent tier. Okay, right, that's fine. So have we got 10 hours to complete this? Okay, so accept that. Yes, please, I'd love to. Okie doke. And then look at this. This is your current available funds. Careful not to overspend too early. So right now, we've got $250. But look at this. Look at the map. It's wonderful. It's very... Oh, look, and it's got exciting kind of little sort of notifications of where we are. But yeah, it's really good. First, you need to hire an agent. Hang on. Very important check. Now we're actually in the game properly. Is spacebar pause? Yes, it is. I can very happily confirm, everybody, that spacebar is pause. Well done, game. Okay, right, that's good. That means we don't have to kind of rush around so much. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. It's very 80s. It's very Tron. It's wonderful. There's downtown. There's Boyle Heights. There's a few sort of buildings marked. But I like the way you know what you're looking at, but it's not specific. Like, we know over there's a dock because there's kind of like, loading crane things or that. And there's a bridge over there. And there's kind of the big kind of populated downtown bit. And then we go to the suburbs over here, over to Charlotte, and there's Kind of like an island over there. What's that? That's like a sort of an amusement park type thing. It's got like a roller coaster or two and a sort of, a Ferris wheel and such like. Bit of a built-up area over there. Over in, what's that? South Wedge? No, Albany Heights. Okay, it's very good. Franklin Terrace, Eastwards. There's a power station over there. The Barrens. Okay, it looks wonderful. It looks very, very good. And yeah, you can sort of tilt around and have a look at stuff. I think it looks very distinctive. It looks very splendid. Right, okay. So hire an agent. Okay, so hire an agent. There are the 80s. The 80s is coming full on to bop us right in the face. There are 3 different tiers of agents. Usually the higher tier agents have better stats. Right now, only tier 1 agents are available. Action points are like stamina. Each action requires a different amount of action points. Okay, so action points are here. The stats determine the number of dice an agent has available for a stat roll. Okay, agents can have a maximum of 3 items of gear. You can access the bio section to learn more about each agent. They have a different rate. Okay, right, so that's how much we pay them. The shift will end once our action points are depleted. Okay, so once they work through their action points, we have to pay them the money. Okay, based on this first caseload, Agent Erica Draven, maybe, seems to have the best stats. Hire them, but whatever. We're not your mum. Okay, look at him. Look at him. Slick. They've all got like code names and stuff. So he's called Slick. Henry Fowler, Slick. Theodora Weston, Ted. Then we've got Erica Draven or Raven. We've got Shirley DeLuca, Shirl, and then Maria Reyes as Ray. Oh, this is very exciting. Look at them. Look at the 80s. There's so much 80s going on. Look at that. You've double denimed. Well done you. And you have, actually. You've double denimed as well. It's a bold move. Okay, so they're saying we should employ this person here. Now, why is that? Why is that? Is it because they have a particular set of skills that we don't know about quite yet? Because it says over here, look, strength. They have no strength dice. There's not a 1 there. No intelligence dice. 1 perception dice. 2 reflexes dice. And 2 empathy dice. And it looks like nobody else has 2 and 2 down the bottom here. So I imagine the case that we're on is going to require reflexes and empathy. Okay, you've got an item of gear. You've got a recorder. Wow, look at it. It's tapes. Go and ask your parents, kids. Look at that. Tapes. An actual tape recorder. That gives +1 empathy. Okay, so that's what all the different kind of items of kit do. They can give you different kind of dice roll, kind of extra dice to roll for things. And then there's a bio. There's a full bio set. So the quote is just, no. Erica Draven strikes an imposing image in her sleek black leather jacket emblazoned with a back patch of a spread wing crow. Her jet black hair... Her jet black hair matches the sheen of her 1984 MBM Dusk Turbo she rips around town in. Her work kit fills the entire trunk. Electronics, car parts, heavy crowbar with influencer etched into the high carbon steel. She haunts the highways and back alleys of Seneca City like a wraith. Beware if you're her target. She can be terse and matter of fact, but she has a soft spot for people who've been preyed upon. Okay, I mean, the only slight weird thing is her jet black hair. I'd say she has the complete opposite of that. Okay, the game is saying to employ her. That's fine, $149, and she's got 15 action points. So, okay, so we'll hire you and your amazing hair. Yes, please, we shall hire you. Okay, the agent is added to our roster. Okay, no, you can unlock additional agent slots here. These are permanent upgrades, but don't worry about this now. Yeah, that's going to cost 100 monies. And we've only got 101. So that's not going to happen right now. This will let you decide how the case information is displayed, either on the main map or access with the agency icon on the map. You can set this on and off. Okay, do I want to set that on and off? There's a thing over there. What's that? Okay, yeah, it's telling us how to move the camera. Yeah, we've got that. Yeah, that's fine. I can move the camera around. We've done that already. We've had a look around. It's fine. So what do we need to do then? What do we need to do? What is the... There's some things here. What are they? Hang on. I kind of feel like the game is forcing us to a spot, but I'm not entirely sure where it is. So what do we do then? So there's sausage security. Event security is required for the annual Polish Sausage Festival. What? Or we can go for nip and tuck. Oh no, there's some over there as well. Hang on. What was that up there? What was that? It was saying that's how we can display things. Or something. I'm not entirely sure. How do we do we just go to any of these things? Do we just go to a job? So yeah, a man who's failed plastic surgery wants to find out if his operation was a deliberate act of sabotage. Okay, so each case has a tier, which impacts the difficulty of the stat roll. Okay, so that's a tier 1, so it should be nice and easy. Cases can give you 2 types of rewards, money and or reputation. Okay, so if we complete this, we get $77 and plus 5 reputation. I can't see where our reputation is now, but I imagine that will appear at some point. The case info gives you some important information. Read the case information carefully to determine which stats are required. Oh, so it's not telling us. It's not saying you need to do these stats. Okay. So your action points. Yep, that's fine. It's determined by the distance of the case. Click on start the case if we want to do that. So it says someone who's nimble and observant. Okay, so you've got perception, you've got reflexes, and you've got empathy. I think you'll be okay. Perception and reflexes. Let's have a go at this, shall we? So, Mr. Yuri Olicki. Okay, giving someone wedges, swirlies, and stuffing them in the trash cans 20 years ago is one thing, but botching a plastic surgery on purpose as an act of vengeance is another. I only found out that Leo Schwartz was the operating surgeon right before the operation. You should have seen how livid he was to see me. His enraged eyes were the last thing I saw until the gas kicked in. When I woke up, I couldn't believe what happened. His operation was a deliberate act of sabotage, if you ask me. Okay, right, so someone that you bullied a long time ago took their revenge on your plastic surgery. Okay, right, so start the case. You can pause, continue, or fast forward at any time. Time is automatically paused when a panel is open. Okay, so there we are then. So our little place is over there where that house is. Okay, that's fun. I don't think we can zoom in or out. I don't think we can zoom. There's kind of like a stadium over there. Right, so if we then press play... Oh, look at that. So you're in your little car, whatever it was, and then you're zooming about. Do you know what? We kind of... Hang on, pause time. We looked out there because I didn't realise that was our office. So we've picked one kind of inadvertently that's right next to where we are. That's quite handy. That will save on some action points. Okay, right. So we get over here then. Once an agent reaches their destination, you will have a limited time to advise them on how to proceed. Take too long and your agent will automatically fail. Click on the agent on the map to make the decision. We've gone ahead and paused time for the first decision to make things easier. Okay, so click on the agent. Decision time. Choose the best course of action based on your agent's stats. Mouse over each option. Okay, so time isn't ticking down now, I don't think. So I think it's been nice. Okay, so we've arrived at the hospital. We can head to the reconstructive surgery ward and find Dr. Leo Schwartz's office. They rap on the door and find Dr. Schwartz filling out paperwork while eating what appears to be a submarine sandwich from Palermo's. He beckons the agent to sit down. How should your agent proceed? So ask about Yuri is empathy. Look for clues is perception. Let's ask about Yuri because we have two empathy. Okay, let's go for that. Tier 1 always has the same difficulty. 1 success. Tier 2 requires 2, etc. In this case, 1 dice with the result of 4, 5 or 6 is required in order to succeed. Okay, so we roll a dice, and if we get 4, 5 or 6, it's a success. But we've got 2 empathy, so we roll 2 dice, I imagine. Agent Draven has an ST empathy stat of 2. This means they can have 2 dice for the... Okay, it's a bit like a board game. It's a little bit like a board game. To increase your chance of success, you can use gear. Click on gear to choose an item. Okay, so that gives us... what's that again? That's another thing. So yeah, we can do that. Gear items offer specific bonuses. Select the gear, and if that's beneficial stats, click on use the gear. Yeah, so that gives us another point of perception. So yeah, not perception, empathy. So yeah, we'll have that, please. Use the gear. Okay, so now we have 3 dice. After using the selected gear, the dice will be updated appropriately, increasing your agent's chance of success. Click on roll. Okay, right, this is wonderful. Okay, so we do some rolling. We've got a 2 and a 4 and a 4. Before or after the roll, you can add an extra die by spending an action point. Okay, I think we're okay, aren't we? I think we've got 2 successes right there and 1 failure. So that should be fine, but do you want us to do this? Once the roll has been completed, click continue. Okay, I don't think we need to add another one for now. So, okay, so we've got 2 successes and 1 failure, but that's okay. So, oh no, hang on. Does that mean we need 3 to be successful? I'm not entirely sure. We'll press continue and see what happens. 88% chance of success, it says there. So continue that. This is the contract resolution text. Read it or not, we're not going to judge you. Okay, so contract successful. Agent Draven easily manages to get Dr. Schwartz to admit to the deliberate botched job on Yuri and manages to record the conversation on the sly using the recorder gear we had. Yuri is pleased with your work and states that he will indeed be pressing charges. Okay, so we get our reward, shows the monetary loss or gain, so we get plus 77 monies, thank you. And don't we get plus 5 reputation? I thought we got that as well. So finish the contract. Okay. Before the next case, you might want to send your agent to one of the shops to buy some gear. Click on a shop. Okay, there's one over there. Prudent Patriot is over there. Okay, do we have to go and do that? Okay, choose the gear you want to buy and then press the go to shop button. I mean, do we need to buy them a gun? Do we need to buy you a shooty gun? I'd rather you had some sort of surveillance-y kind of stuff. Hang on. There's something there. Hang on, what's this case thing we were supposed to do? Where was the case thing? So we've done 1 out of 4. I think we can go to any of these. Oh, hang on, they're all ticking down. Hang on, pause time. Kind of forgot about that. Let's head over here. Do we want to stop off there and pick up a shooty gun? Hang on, what's that? What's that there? Exquisite Jewelers. Some of our inventory has gone missing. Before I start pointing fingers at my employees, I'd like to see if you can get to the bottom of this. Send me an agent with a silver tongue or an iron fist. Okay, so we have quite good empathy, so we should be okay. I think what we'll do is we'll head straight to that. Let's start that case, unpause time. Our wonderfully haired agent, Erica, can make her way over here, look, driving through the town at night time as well. It's late. It's getting a bit late, but okay. So we'll drive over here, look, and I think, yeah, we should be okay with this. Right, what should I do? Okay, so how long do we have? And when you go into it, it pauses it. Okay. So we're here. Agent Draven observes the shop clientele and monitors the comings and goings. Near the end of the day, the cashier notices a valuable necklace is missing from its display stand on the counter. There are only 2 customers left in the shop, though one looks more at home in the company of an expensive necklace than the other. Okay, so confront a poor woman. So an elderly woman whose clothes have seen better days, empathy. Confront the dapper man, strength. Okay, let's confront the poor woman because we have quite high empathy. So, okay, so we'll give that a go. Okay, hang on. Is time ticking down with this? So I think, hang on. Gear. Use that, please. Durability. So, okay, so we want to make sure that we don't... Oh, hang on. Why can't we... I thought we could click that and use it. Maybe we can't use it. Okay, I thought that's how we use the... Oh, no, is it up there? Oh, it's there, isn't it? Hang on. Gear. So use the gear. So that gives us an extra dice. Right. So 3 dice. So let's roll. We need to get 4, 5s and 6. Right, 2 4s. That should be a success, I think. Contract successful. The elderly lady buckles, even at the idea of polite conversation with Agent Draven. When she turns out her threadbare pockets, she doesn't have the necklace, but she is cradling 3 diamond earrings in her palm. It seems both she and the man were stealing, but now the big fish got away. The client is pretty pleased that Draven managed to recover at least something. Okay, so it was the fancy guy was nicking the big stuff, but she was also a thief anyway. Okay, right, so claim that reward. We get a bit more money, which is very welcome. Okay, so finish that. Up to 257 money. That's very good. Right, so now, do we head over to... Where's our other thing? We've got one there and one there. I think, have we got time to pop over to the Electronics Emporium to pick up some fancy gear that might help us out a bit? Got 13 action points. Do you know what? Yeah, head over there. What's over there? Oh, look. Look at this. Look at the cell phone. That's amazing. Look at it. That's splendid. I do like that. A camera pen. It's got a bit James Bond. I don't know what a modulator does. A voice disguising device. Oh, okay. Right, yeah. So it's what you use on the phone to have a sort of slightly weird voice. Noise is a noise generator. And a camera is obviously a camera. Okay, hang on. We need to go to here next. So what's going to... A sharp eye or perhaps a keen fist. So can we get maybe perception up a bit? Can we nip over here and get something that increases perception? Either a camera or a cell phone. I'm tempted to buy the cell phone. Look at that. Look at that. No touch screen. No screen even. That's amazing. It's got an aerial on the top. I mean, this is going back away. This kind of predates my knowledge of cell phones. Okay, yeah, we'll get one of those. Durability 2 out of 2. Right, so go to the shop and pick yourself up a lovely phone, please. So when agent reaches the shop, the gear is automatically added. Okay, right, so try to complete the case. Yeah, I'm on it, game. I'm on it. That's fine. So if we move time on a bit quicker to get her over there, that stuff is ticking down, but it's going quite slowly. So we should be okay. And we have new agents. We've got new agents available. Okay, right, so she's picked up the items. So now I think, head back over here, please. Yeah, so start that case. So come down here and look at the bank. So what was it? Heard about the rash of bank robberies lately. We need an agent to go undercover and deal with any potential altercations, as things might get hairy. I mean, it is the 80s. Send an agent with a sharp eye, or perhaps a keen fist. Okay, yeah, we're on it. We're absolutely on it. We're on the way. So here we go, just going along. There's a plane. There's a little plane flying over. That's nice. Right, so we go over here, look. Pull up to this particular case. What should I do? So I see kind of that. I think that does tick down quite quick. But we've only got one agent to pay attention to. So that's not so bad for us. If you had, say, 3 or 4 or 5, you'd be dashing around the map, trying to click on everybody, trying to make sure they've got their actions to do and all that kind of stuff. I imagine it gets a bit hectic later on. Okay, so here we are at the bank. After a few uneventful hours at the bank, Agent Draven checks in. They've noticed a bank teller who's taking an inordinate number of trips to the bathroom. They suspect he's palming banknotes. Draven thinks a direct approach will work on the teller, though not if they've merely a bladder infection. I mean, that's a bit grim, isn't it? That's a slightly unpleasant way of thinking. Maybe they just need the loo a lot. Maybe they've got a teeny tiny bladder. Who knows? So we can continue observing them, which I think is what we're going to do, because it's perception-based and we just upped our perception a little bit via the use of our fancy cell phone. Or we can confront them, which is strength. But I don't think we should do that because we have no strength dice at all. So here we go. Let's continue observing them. And then we will go to gear. We'll use the cell phone to give us an extra perception dice. So now I've got 2 of these. And I think as well, because, yeah, we've only got 2 dice, I think we'll spend an action point to have a 3rd dice as well. So there we go. So roll those. How are we going to do? 6, 3 and 6. Okay, wonderful. It's a critical success because we've rolled 2 6s. Okay. This is going to be very good. It was the phone, wasn't it? It was the phone. Okay, contract successful. The assistant bank manager, Terence Allman, calls you and reports that Agent Draven was courteous and professional. Before hanging up, you mention they should check their registers when they get the chance. They ask why, and you merely cite PI intuition. Okay, right, so get the reward. Critical success. What does that mean? Ooh. Oh, we get $150. We get 5 action points back. We get 20 reputation. Or we get an item of gear. Do you know what? Let's pick... I mean, the money would be useful. Action points is probably... that's okay. She's got 9 left. She can get through to the end of her shift and finish the final kind of case to do. So that's okay. Reputation, I'm not quite sure where that is and how that's manifesting itself. So we won't have that right now. I mean, the gear that we saw is certainly cheaper than 150 money. So I think we take the money and then we could use that to buy even 1 or 2 pieces of gear rather than get 1 free bit. So yeah, we'll take 150 monies, please. Okay, so 76 comes in, finish the contract with $438. That's very good. Right, so what's next? Okay. Oh, hang on. Sorry. We did that bit, didn't we? Sorry, did that bit. And next up, how about... Where's the final thing? It's all the way over there. What are they after? So, clenched fist or socially adept. So again, empathy, I would say, for social adeptness. And we're good at that. So do you know what? We'll head over there right now. Yeah, start the final case, please. So come on, Draven, Raven, whatever you're called. Here we go. So action points are down to 7. I think she'll be fine. She can get there in time. Let's move time on a bit quicker. Come on. It's very early in the morning. Good grief. It's very early. Okay, so you arrive at the scene. Hello, how are you? What should I do? Okay, the Sausage Festival. Oh, it's this one. It's the Sausage Festival over at the docks for some reason. Is in full swing. And Agent Draven is stationed at the raffle desk overlooking the strongbox. Okay. So she's doing some raffle work. The polka music is pumping and the crowd is seething to the Bohemian 2/4 beat. I don't know how you say what that is. A scuffle breaks out at the beer tent with 3 burly and inebriated revellers making a scene. It's probably just a tradition of the festival, or maybe a diversion. Okay. So we can either guard the prize, which is a strength check, which we don't have any of, or we can scope out the fight for empathy. Yeah, okay, so we'll scope out the fight, please. And let's use our recorder. Let's make sure that we pass. It will use the recorder's durability up. So, you know, the tape's going to go all wrong in the recorder. It's all the tape, the actual tape itself is going to come out the tape casing, and we're going to have to get a pencil and sort of make sure it goes back in. Yeah, let's use our recorder for the final time. So we've got 3 dice. I think we'll be okay. So let's roll. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, success. Splendid. I mean, so close to a critical success, but there we go. Okay, Agent Draven wades in to break up the fight before noticing that those involved are smiling and laughing. It all seems in good humour, and in the spirit of the festival to let loose like this. Far be it from Draven to be the party pooper, they return to their post. Oh, okay, so we just did regular security, did we? Okay, we got paid the money for it, and that's kind of it, is it? Okay, so Hank is there saying caseload finished. Okay, so overview of the caseload. See, it's pretty straightforward. You can see the caseload results here. When enough reputation is gained with an individual case officer, rewards can be unlocked. Okay, so here we go. So reputation gained during caseload is added to the reputation bar of the case officer. Each level gives you a specific bonus. Okay, so Hank, it looks like we can unlock the next tier with Hank, does it? How do we do that? How do we do that? Okay, we'll finish that for now. Oh, there we go. He just kind of levels up. The hireable agent pool has been expanded. Broaden your horizons and choose from a wider variety of agents. Okay. So now we have 2 agents. We've got that chap there, another 80s looking gentleman. Each case officer offers a specific type of contract. Okay, so you do security by the look of it. When caseloads are completed, reputation with the individual case officer is either gained or lost. Running the agency is one thing, but if we want to really make a name for ourselves, we need to up our game. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and we have an opportunity to deliver rough justice. That's the name of the game, especially with the implications of the new Seneca Enforcement Act. One way of doing this is to tackle operational leads. Crikey, each operational lead has specific requirements. Once those are met, then it is made available. Okay, so what does that mean? So Larry, hello Larry, how are you? Wonderful shirt. Hi, I'm Larry. I'm the case officer in charge of 24/7 cases. Now some may argue that they're not as lucrative as other case types, but these are the bread and butter of any respectable agency. Besides that, if you keep me and my clients happy, the potential rewards are well worth it. Okay, so what are they then? 24/7. By accepting caseloads from the other case officers, you can unlock some very interesting perks that will help you be more efficient in the game. Check the bonuses by hovering the icons on the reputation bar. Complete operations to progress further in the story. Okay, so we need to do Operation Brute. Okay, so there's 3 bits. We need Hank level 2. He's only on level 1. And then we need... Oh, okay, hang on. So we need to get Hank to level 2 first to then complete Operation Brute. Okay, operations consist of individual leads. Okay. Crikey, it's like boxes stacked in boxes. Specific conditions are required to unlock an operation. For the first one, you need to reach level 2 of Hank's reputation. Okay, so hang on, what does this do then? So Hank has unlocked the next agent tier, which I suppose is you. Level 2 for Hank, 10% monetary bonus for security cases, which is what you offer. And level 3, next gear tier in shops. Okay, that's quite handy. And then you over here, next gear tier in shops, 10% monetary bonus for 24/7 cases, and 15% monetary bonus. Okay, so which caseload do we want to accept now? Do we accept your caseload and do one of those? Or do we accept your caseload and get you up to level 2? Or do we do both and just hire another agent out in the field? Another kind of operative. So one can go and do Hank stuff and one can go and do Larry stuff. That might make sense. So hang on, we'll accept Hank stuff for now. So accept that. Yes, I'd love to. Thank you so much. Right, hang on. Pause time for a second. You've only got 7 action points left. But then I think... Hang on. Can we have another agent? Hang on, is that another agent down here? I think that is, isn't it? So 100 monies means we can have, an agent slot. So now we can get another agent. Oh, look at that. Oh, Matthew Bing. Duck. We've got... Asuhina Mikaru. Does that say Sunshine? Yeah, Sunshine. So we've got you in as well. Okay. Right, so we have a good range of people. We haven't got any kind of muscle, I would say. There's nobody that's good at doing the fighting. We've got Slick over here, who's pretty punchy. He's not very bright, though. I mean, you've got a point of strength and a point of intelligence. So you might be okay, but you've got strength and 2 points of intelligence. I do quite like that. 159, 13 action points. Let's get Sunshine, because she can do fighting, but also she's got good intelligence, and she's not got any empathy, but Draven can do that. Our current operative can go and do any empathy stuff. Yeah, okay, let's hang on. You've got gear as well. You've got a scanner, lovely, with a radio, with an aerial, so you have to pull out. I like that. Okay, your bio. The world's a stage, and an audience, and a critic. Asuhina Mikaru worked as a coach for young hopefuls in the theatre scene of Seneca City. She has worked tirelessly at her craft and has inhabited many roles, sometimes for weeks at a time, while developing her performance. An ex-boyfriend turned her onto PI work, trapping cheaters and catching felons on Malam. The Lamb? What's that mean? I don't know what that means. She's used some of her practical knowledge from the stage to transition into this line of work, and is beginning to really leave her mark. Though now she's afraid to perform in case someone she's caught is in the audience. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think we hire you. I think you seem good. So yes, please, we'll hire you. So now we have the 2 agents. Okay, so now we'll go complete. So they're the security ones that we need to complete. There's 3 of those. That's a tier 3. That's a tier 2. That's a tier 1. Okay, so what is this about? Bronze. Okay, we could send Fighty to that, or Dexterous. Okay, so we could send you to there, wherever you are. Not quite sure whereabouts she is right now. I assume she's over at the office. Yeah, can we send her? Oh, hang on. Yeah, we send her to there, please. Yeah, Dorothy Jones. My son Chip Jr. has been kidnapped, and his release needs to be negotiated with the kidnappers. I'd prefer not to involve the police or my husband in this matter, as it would only end up complicating the situation. Send over an agent with bronze, or that is dexterous, to negotiate with the kidnappers for the release of Chip Jr. Help return my son safe and sound. Okay. So, hang on, what does your gear do? That's a point of perception. I think, maybe to give us a little bit of a chance, let's go to here, and we'll equip you with a shooty gun. Oh, hang on, or possibly a vest. Maybe we'll go down the route of defense. Maybe we'll give you a vest. Can we give you 2 items? Oh, hang on. The gun has got durability 7 out of 7. You get 7 uses with that rather than 1 for the vest. And it's only $5 more. Yeah, we'll have that, please. So you go to the shop and pick up a yearling. It's a little shooty gun. So you go and do that, please. So you pick that up. Yes, that'll be wonderful. And then meanwhile, you're over here. Can you deal with this? Are you able to deal with that? Yikes, hold up. This is a tier 2 case. Tier 2 cases are more difficult than tier 1 cases. Make sure you send an agent with the proper stats and or purchase gear. Okay, so agent with people skills. Yeah, we've got empathy. The only thing is, hang on a second. How do we... Yeah, we haven't got any gear. We haven't used up our tape recorder thing. We've used up our tape recorder. There is... What's that? Security. Hang on. Yeah, let's go and pick up another recorder. Or a spy camera for intelligence. Okay, so how about you go to that shop and pick up another recorder, because they were really handy. Okay, so you're both going to go shopping, which is nice. So both of you poodle off to the shops. You'll be there first, I imagine, because it looks like it's a little bit nearer. So you go and pick that up. Whoa, the map's a bit slidey, isn't it? Right, so pause time for a second. You've picked up the items. Okay, good. Right, so, yep, you've got that. Nice. Right, and then over there. Yeah, so tier 2, but yes, people skills. Okay, so can you please start that case to rat it out? And in the meantime, while you head there, you pick up the shooty gun, and then you deal with this. You go and deal with that just there. So yeah, so you go and start that case, please. You'll be there first, by the look of it. So here we go. And now we kind of get to see why you have to be on top of things, because now she's waiting for a command. Okay, so Agent Makara arrives at the location provided by the kidnappers. It doesn't look like a very nice place. A car is parked beneath the underpass, and 2 burly gentlemen get out and approach your agent. A lone figure can still be seen in the back seat of the vehicle, somewhat obscured by the tinted window, however. The thugs quickly rush towards your agent, tire irons at hand, and one screams, "Hand over the money now, punk!" How should your agent proceed? Okay, knuckle sandwich for a strength option, or dodge and weave, which is reflexes. I think let's knuckle sandwich it, but can we use gear? Can we please use our shooty gun thing? Oh, hang on. Have we pressed the right button for that? Hang on. It might not be. Is it there? I thought it was there. I thought that was it, and you could use... Why can't we use the kit? Is it later on? Maybe it's later on we do that. So, okay, so strength. It's up here, isn't it? Right, so, okay, so use the shooty gun to give us 2 dice. And we'll spend an action point to have 3 dice. So here we go. We've got 3 dice. 6, 1 and 6. It's a critical success. Oh, well done, Agent Makaru. We knew you'd be good. Okay, we're along in their brute strength. Agent Makaru manages to knock both of the kidnappers out. I mean, the gun probably helped as well. Chip Jr. is unharmed and returned to his grateful mother, who gushes over him. The client is well impressed with your agent's performance. Get a reward. Critical success. Okay, do you know what? We'll have reputation then. Now we know that actually helps quite a bit. We will have some reputation. Okay, so finish that contract. That is excellent news. We'll wait for you. Right, so you've now arrived over here. Okay, so this is tier 2. This might be trickier. It seems like a normal day in the party shop, with customers buying plenty of this season's fancy dress get-ups. Although between serving customers, one of the sales reps is looking at Agent Draven like they want to tell them something. There's also the matter of the wall safe Draven stumbled across in the stockroom, predictably hidden behind a portrait of the president. Okay, so we want to go down the empathy route. So question the sales rep, please. And then, because this is tricky, let's use our recorder for more empathy. So there we go. So we've got 3. And do you know what? You're running out of action points anyway. So let's... Do we want to do that? Let's use 1 more. There we go. Let's make sure. This is... Yeah, we need 2 successes. So we have to get 2 of these working. So success, success. Okay. So yeah. So we've got it. But only just. We've got 2 successes and 2 failures. So that is going to work for us. It seems the sales rep has been unhappy with their lack of a pay rise for some time. Despite taking on increased responsibilities around the shop, they're still on less than the minimum wage. They call the health department in a moment of anger, which they now regret, but won't say more on what else they might have done in a moment of anger. Their employer is shocked to find they were so unhappy and is willing to forgive the misdemeanor and increase their salary because they are such a good employee. I've realised we didn't read what this kind of thing was. We didn't read what the whole situation was, but okay, we've rectified it. Hooray! There we go, so we get some money for it. And yeah, okay, finish that contract, please. Away with you. Okay, so that went pretty well. That's quite good. And now we've only got... That's a tier 3 over there. That's going to be quite tricky. So we need to do 2 more tier 2s. Is that right? And then 2 tier 3s. Crikeys. Okay, this could be quite tricky then. This could be quite tricky. Okay. How about then? What's that over there? Hang on, not that one. Let's look at this one here. What do you need over here? That's a tier 3 case. Okay, this is going to be really hard. So smart or perceptive? Okay, she's smart. She's got intelligence of 2. So blood banks across the city are being targeted by thieves. Oh no. And we here at Seneca General are concerned for our patients' well-being. Okay, so we need somebody to figure out what's going on with the blood banks. Okay, is that a DeLorean? That might well be a DeLorean right there. That's very 80s as well. I think Sunshine can go to that. But, hang on, what's Sunshine's gear? That's perception. That's strength. I think we need to go and buy something to give her a bit of smarts going on. How about electronics? Can you get intelligence? Yeah, camera pen. Yes. Go and buy a camera pen, because that's exciting. You go to that shop, please. Yes, you go and buy a camera pen. You can deal with that particular thing. And then you, a training centre. Oh, hello. Oh, these are some of the mini games. Ah, these are the mini games you can play. Okay, Hotwire. Yeah, let's start the mini game. I don't know if there's any bearing on anything. We're going to try and hotwire a car. Hotwire. Connect the wires from the steering column to the ignition. Use the fuse box schematic to work top to bottom for the correct sequence. I mean, do we need to press tutorial on that? Attach wires from the steering column to the ignition unit. Each cable has a number. Okay. Switch between the ignition view and the fuse box with right mouse. Oh, okay. Right. No. Right. Okay. This will be fine. So hang on. So we need to do... So 4 needs to connect to 3. Okay, this is fine. There we go. Yeah, we've got this. 2 to 4. This is all fine. We've got this sorted. Yeah, black to... We can do it colour-wise, I suppose. Black to grey. With the timer. 5 to 5. That's nice and simple. And then the remaining 1 to just there. And hooray! Success! And some very 80s kind of graphics going on. Oh, okay. I imagine we have to do those at some point, but not right now. Okay, that's quite fun. I notice that all of our things are running out. All of our times are running out for these things. That's not a good sign, is it? Is she going to get over here in time? I'm not entirely sure. What happens if we don't do them in time? Okay. you could possibly head over there to look at another tier 3 case, although you don't have many action points left. Motorists being targeted by rogue tow truck drivers. Okay, so somebody who is intelligent or perceptive. Okay, I think Sunshine could manage that. Okay, so what about cheating player 1? I just know that Kyle is robbing me blind. Okay, he consistently racks up the top scores week after week. There's no way this chump can pull it off. Send over a logical agent or one that is good at reading people. Okay, that's what you... Oh, hang on, I want to go back to that. Yeah, you can work on that, please, because you'll be good. And then you can come over here and buy a thing. It's all going to be fine. These things are... Oh, hang on. They're not timing out so much anymore. Oh, okay, I thought the timeout looked quite good on that. It looked like it was low, but never mind. Right, so we're on our way. Hang on, speed timer. Come on. Come on, folks. Let's do this. Let's do this quick. Right, so you've arrived over there. Wonderful. So, what do we want to do? The latest game contest is in full swing on the wildly popular arcade game Eradiclicker. The menu is packed with eager teens vying for the title. Agent Draven thinks they can hack the arcade board to catch the cheater at work, but perhaps a direct engagement might be preferable. How should your agent proceed? Okay, yes, so we'll do the empathy thing, because you're good at that. So let's confront you, and let's use our recorder for the final... Oh, no, not for the final time. That's okay. So use that, and then this will be her out of action, I think. This will be her done, because she's going to run out of action points. But I don't think she can use 2 to do anything else anyway. So let's make sure we succeed. So we've got 4 dice. So let's give it a go. We need 2 to be successful, and we've just got there, thank goodness. Okay, so that's another one done. Agent Draven strikes up a cool rapport with Kyle about the history of arcade games, and he soon spills the beans. It turns out that he has mapped out the timing for Eradiclicker. He's not cheating, but the owner quietly asked him not to participate in future competitions, offering compensation in return. So essentially he was like counting cards, effectively, but on an arcade machine. Okay, right, that's that done. Pick up that contract. Very good. Yeah, she's not going to be able to do much anymore. However, you can come over here and start this case, because then you can use your brains to figure out this. But this is a tier 3 case. This is going to be quite tricky to do, but okay, we shall give it a go. We'll wait for you to get over here. What do we do with you? Oh, we can just end your shift. Hang on. Let's sort this out first. So, we've got Agent Makari who's conducted an initial review of security within the blood center. Now they must choose where to focus their efforts. So check security doors for intelligence or perception. I mean, you're okay at perception, but we do have an intelligence boosting thing, don't we? We've got our pen. Oh, we've also got a scanner, so we could do either. She's very good at perception and intelligence. I would say check the doors. Ensure all staff-only areas are secure for intelligence. Okay, so do that. Use our gear. So we'll have a cam pen, please, for another intelligence boost. And then we'll add another dice. So we need 3 successes now. We have a 31% chance of success. You know what? Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. 1 and 2 and... Oh, no. We got a critical success, but we have failed. Oh, no. Oh, because we got a critical success, it counts as a success. Oh, okay, perfect. Hooray. All security doors are secure. Agent Makara continues to patrol the corridors just in case, but the drop-in donor session proceeds uninterrupted, and the blood patch remains securely behind lock and key. However, the no-show means the thieves remain anonymous for now. Okay, so we kind of finished it, but only because of that success. Let's have reputation. Let's have reputation back again. Let's get a bit of that, please. I just want some money. Actually, some money might be useful because we need to pay wages. So yeah, we'll take a bit of money, please. So thank you. And 152 for that as well. Very nice. Right, pause time for a second. We're going to end your shift. So you get paid. So agent leaving. You don't need to end your shift quite yet, though. So where is the nearest kind of thing that you need to go and deal with now? That one there. So let's have a look at that. So Seneca City Police Department. Oh, it's the tow truck thing. Intelligent and perceptive. Yeah, you head over there, please. So you can head over and deal with that. And then, yes, Raven can head back to the office and have a nice cup of tea and a biscuit or whatever you folks have in the private security sector. Oh, a new caseload is available, apparently. We haven't done his yet. Okay, so hang on a second. So let's deal with this first. So the crash victim appears to be physically okay. Oh, hang on. I thought this was about tow trucks. I didn't read all of it again. Okay, the crash victim appears to be physically okay, so Agent Makari parks 20 metres back and waits. Sure enough, a tow truck is on the scene before even a patrol car has arrived. Okay, right, so there's been a crash, and now we're kind of trying to work out what's going on. So decrypt signal for intelligence, confront the truck driver for perception. We can do either of these. We can do either, although we are going to struggle. Let's use, how many uses have we got of our cam pen? Only another one, whereas a scanner does have several uses. Let's go for perception. Let's confront the truck driver, and then let's use our scanner, and let's spend an action point on another does. Yeah, the chance of success is quite small. We need either double sixes or 6s, 5s and 4s on 3 of them. But here we go. So 2, 1. Oh. It was a disaster. It was a tragic failure. Okay, so the first one we failed. Contract failed. Agent Makaru swallows. This is going to need one hell of a manoeuvre. They come up alongside the tow truck and turn in hard. It's not a pretty sight or sound as Makaru's vehicle mangles into the side of the other. Fortunately, Makaru spins off onto the shoulder, somehow still breathing. Whoa, the truck driver is long gone. Okay, that did not work at all, and we lost some money for it. Okay, never mind. So we tried to complete it, but it didn't work. In the meantime, she's back at the office. Oh, so the agents only stay around for a while. The agents don't stay there forever. Ah, okay. So what do we need here? Someone who's perceptive or someone who's chatty? Okay, so Ms. Lacey White. I've just about had it. The police are too busy to even entertain the idea of investigating the pain medication that's gone missing here on the ward, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let my patients unduly suffer. It's simple. Find out who's taking the meds. You may have to get into the back room to cross-reference order slips, so sending an agent that is perceptive might be a good call. Or you could ask around. No, perceptive, we've got that. That's fine. We shall do that, and hopefully we'll have a little bit more luck than we did on the previous one. Okay, we have arrived on the scene. So she arrives at Seneca General and heads to the ward. It's a busy and hectic atmosphere, and nurses and orderlies are racing around dodging each other in some sort of elegant ballet. There's a pile of paperwork and a number of ripped up invoices thrown in the corner, and some orderlies are chatting by the water cooler, eyeing your agent suspiciously. How should your agent proceed? Okay, so we want to do perception because we're not overly good at empathy. So let's do the searching thing. And again, we will use our scanner to give us a point of perception. And we might as well spend our final action point on this because we might as well. We're not going to use it on anything else. So, yeah, okay. 69% chance of success. Come on. Give us this. 1 and 2. Okay. It's enough. It's not a critical success, but it's a regular success. That's very good. After sifting through the paperwork, Agent Makaru finds what they are looking for. Proof that scripts of medicine were ordered and administered to non-existent patients. Oh, naughty. While presenting the findings to the client, an orderly runs for the door, only to be tripped by a nurse. Oh, well done. Good job, nurse. The police are called and the orderly confesses to the crime. Confess. Okay. So we get the reward from that as well. $111 lovely. Finish the contract. And, yeah, you need a rest. So you're heading home. That's fine. However, we have finished Hank's caseload. So hang on. Pause time for a second. How do we have to click on the office to go and see Hank now? We don't click up there, do we? No. Hang on. Is that the office? There we go. Caseload results. Here we go. So we failed 1, which is unfortunate. So we lost 7 reputation for that. But we picked up lots from elsewhere. Okay. Right, so now is he up to level 2? He's almost up to level 3. Well done. Right, so finish that. And 10% security case bonus. Hey, you're pretty good at these. Our client is very impressed and has awarded you a pro rata bonus. Okay, that of what? How much money do we get from that? I don't know. So now Operation Brute can begin. So progression 0 out of 3. So how do we do this? What exactly is Operation Brute and what do we have to do? Okay, let's give it a go, shall we? Let's give it a go. Let's accept Operation Brute. Yes, let's accept that lead, because we haven't done this before. Okay, so hello, Hank. Remember the Black Valkyries? Not really, I'm sure you remind me. Biker gang? Probably not, as they were small time when we rumbled with them back in the day. Well, apparently now, they're the big kids on the campus. Sudden influx of cash and a ton of new members. Feels off to me. It used to be they'd stick to the outskirts, but lately they've been absorbing smaller crews and making moves into the city. They're operating hard and heavy. Raids and killing against other gangs. Gone from skirmishes to out-and-out turf wars. I don't know where they're suddenly getting all this cash, but it don't bode well for the city. According to a buddy of mine on the force, a former Black Valkyrie chump, that's not very nice, by the name of Zippy. Zippy the chump is in hot water over a traffic stop. Zippy crashed his ride during a delivery for the Valkyries and lost whatever he was carrying. So you've got these like bikers who are going around being all kind of menacing and absorbing gangs and generally being threatening, and one of them's called Zippy. That's not very threatening. Cops show up, he sees red and ends up spending the night in a cell, and his chopper becomes collateral for the bail money. You ask me, he's a good in for the Black Valkyries, might give us a bit of insight into how they're expanding so quickly. A loser like Zippy lives for his bike and will probably do just about anything to get it back. He's no fan of the law and no doubt susceptible to acts of generosity, so a softer approach might also get his tongue flapping. Send over a suitable agent and we'll see what Zippy knows. Zippy. You can't call him Zippy. Okay, let's do this one job then. So I think we've got you. You're heading back home, so you can do that. So now, can we get... Where's our previous agent? Can we not put them back in? Oh, I kind of wanted our one that we spent gear on them and everything. Can we not get them back in? Are they not there? Oh no, that's kind of tutorial stuff. That's the office. Okay, hang on. Is there anything else we can do at the office? No, there's not. Okay, do you know what? We'll just have to get somebody else in then. So hang on, where is the thing? Where's the marker for it? It's there. Okay, so smart, chatty, and perceptive. So intelligence, empathy, perception. Okay, so does anybody have the bottom three of these? It's you. It's Wild Bill. Bill Jackman in what has to be one of the finest t-shirts, no, not t-shirts, funniest shirts of all time. That is very good. Oh, look at you, like... Wow, his hair is fantastic. Okay, you look good. You look like a kind of, city kind of person. You just look... That's kind of how I imagine Betty to look when Betty is in things. Like this, just look in business. Oh, yes. And then you've got this kind of cool guy at the end here. Buster, I like you. But yeah, we'll get you in. I mean, mainly because of the shirt, which is fantastic. But also, yeah, perception, reflexes. Oh, no, hang on. No, you want intelligence, don't you? Not perception. Hang on a sec. What was it? Intelligence. Yeah, so smart, chatty, and perceptive. Oh, bother. Yeah, so it's intelligence, reflexes, empathy, isn't it? No. Intelligence, perception, empathy. So, intelligence, perception, empathy. It's you. It's you, Duke. Okay, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, Bill. We'll come and get you another time. You do have some gear? You've got a stun gun. Okay, for reflexes. Okie dokie. Right. Yeah, let's get Duke. Let's get you in. Yeah, okay, so we'll hire you 134 monies. You've only got 10 action points. Not very many, but okay. So let's go and do this, shall we? Let's go and do this kind of special mission thingamajig. So, yeah, what are we going to need? I mean, yeah, what does your gear do again? Gives you a point of reflexes, which might not help out so much. How about we get something on the way? Let's maybe pick something up on the way. So we've got to go past a few places anyway. We're there. Why don't we swing by that place and get something that gives you possibly maybe a bit more intelligence? Get a decrypt 8086. It's very expensive. It's very costly. Or a disguise, but that's only got 2 uses. Perception or bug? 3 uses for 55 monies for a bug for perception. Yeah, do you know what? Let's go for that. Let's pick one of them up, please. So go to the shop and buy that. Yes. So you go and do that. Now, I imagine what we're supposed to do is get another agent in and then do the other guy's kind of missions. Do the 24/7 guy. But that's okay. I mean, yeah, we would do that. If we were playing this on a sort of a full kind of series, that's what we would do. But right now, we're okay. So here we go. You go and start that case over there then. Because, we just want to get this done. I want to see what happens with this. Larry's got a new caseload. He heard us talking about him. So let's go over to here then. Let's see what we do. Right, so you've arrived. What happens now? Oh, hello. Hello, Zippy. Hey there. Are you Zippy? Says Agent Wayne. Okay, tell the truth. Say something neutral. Or tell... Oh, hang on. Maybe who's asking? Tell the truth. Neutral. Tell a lie. Tell the truth? I mean, he wants his bike back, so if we're truthful, we might earn his trust, possibly. Tell the truth. My name is Jason. I'm a private investigator deputised by the Seneca Enforcement Act. Rent-a-cop, huh? What can I do for you, piglet? Hey, watch yourself. I heard you ran afoul of the boys in blue. Something about some cargo going missing off the back of your ride. Maybe a little altercation after. Altercation? Sure, let's call it that. I was on my way to the garage from custom work before I hit a pothole and lost my cargo. Pigs came over and I saw red and got taken to the station. Damn bike got picked up while I was sat in my cell. Is that so? Couldn't pay for the bail, so the bike's collateral, right? That's right. And the pigs are going to auction it off pretty soon to get what they're owed, and so I can come up with the money. No way I can get that money together quick enough working here. Sorry to hear that, says the very suave Agent Wayne. I'm sure you are, says Zippy. Why get so mad? Must have had some important cargo for you to get all fired up like that. Mind telling me what it was? Depends on what it's worth to you. Okay. So, we can sweet talk him for perception. We have 2 perception. We can get that up to 3. So we could try that. We could use intelligence and pay a bit of his bail, or we could do empathy. Do you know what? We bought the perception gear, didn't we? So let's try to sweet talk him. Okay, so hang on. So can we... Oh no. Can we not use gear? Can we not use the gear? Oh no, we can. There we go. It's down here this time. Okay, so then we'll add an action point, because this might be quite tricky. 69% chance of success. We need 2 successes. Yeah, okay. Right, so 1 fail, 1 success. 2 successes. We will take that. Thank you very much. For real? Well, I'll hold you to that. Oh, there was a bit which I was supposed to read. We've said some nice things. We've sweet talked him. You better believe it. Now talk. Okay, I imagine we've promised to get his bike back or something. Plan was I deliver a cooler full of ice to a garage the Valkyries use at Nash's Motors in Boyle Heights. I was supposed to hand it off, get paid, get him a patch. They told me the ice was worth more than the bike. Weird, I know. Thought maybe it was an initiation thing. I don't know. I weren't about to ask. Not that it matters now anyways. Since I got arrested, I didn't hear squat from them. Okay. Didn't squat from them. Nash's Motors, sir. Thanks for the info, Zippy. So that it then? We done? Okay, so we can either say, yeah, cheerio, or I'd like to know more. Okay, can we find out more about the Black Valkyries? Like what? How are they expanding so fast? How should I know? Used to be it was real tough to get a foot in the door with them, but since Jack took over as president, they ain't strict. Hell of a lot more foot soldiers now. Tell me about Jack. Saucy Jack. Saucy Jack is the new president as of a couple of years ago, taking it in a new direction, they say. Used to operate on the outskirts, now they're making moves in the city. Making moves? It sucks I lost the bike, but maybe not getting in with them wasn't the worst thing. Like I said, they ditched me after I got picked up. All they want's expendables. Valkyries changed. Changed how? It used to be it was some kind of Robin Hood situation, you know? Giving back for those ones who got stiff by the man. Now they're going after anyone else who's just trying to hustle. Okay, so they're trying to be the dominant force and it's not very good. How do the senior members feel about that? I don't know the ins and outs. I was just on the fringes. But Jack came in with stacks of cash when they were on the ropes. Guess that's one way to get some respect. Where'd the sudden influx of cash come from? Hell if I know. Listen, I don't want to speak any more about it. As far as I'm concerned, me and the Valkyries are done. That help? Sure does. I'll be in touch to make arrangements. See you later. Zippy returns to his shift. Okay. Right, so we did that. So that operation is now done. Okay. That went well. Solid work all round. Zippy mentioned the Valkyries are transporting something they don't want the SCPD to find. That means whatever they're moving shouldn't be in their possession in the first place. It's probably coffee or something. It's not tea. It's coffee. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get, have a great big kind of illegal underground coffee movement happening. We need to stop that. Okay, he also mentioned a favoured garage the Valkyries like to use. Checking that out should be our next move. According to Zippy, Nash's Motors over in Boyle Heights is where the Black Valkyries get their bikes fixed up. I say we get an agent down there to check it out outside of operating hours, see what they can find. Okay, so I imagine that's going to put... to be continued. Oh, there we go. There we go. That kind of ends the thing. That is absolutely fair. I was kind of thinking, okay, maybe we'll wrap up now. But that's a good introduction to the game. I like that. I mean, look, just the visuals on it. Just that is brilliant. It looks so good. Oh, that guy's got the big shades on. My dad used to have some of them. Wow. But yeah, it looks really good. I think that's going to be really, really good when that's done. When it's a kind of a finished, polished game. I think that's going to be really good. I mean, as a demo, that worked really, really well. That was wonderful. And that was a lot of fun. And I mean, we could have done a lot more with that. We could have done the whole sort of the other agent guy. We could have done all of his 24/7 jobs and gone to see what they were about and kind of, picked a bit more money, maybe got some more agents, got some more equipment and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we could have done that. But yeah, the demo only goes so far. And yeah, we kind of reached the end of the demo. It gives a little teaser as to the story behind it as well. And I imagine, looking at this, there is going to be a bit of a story going on, as well as all the different missions and everything else. There is going to be a little bit of a story going on because we play a character we're not just a random person. We are what we call Jim Baylor, was it? So we're like super cops. So I imagine the game will kind of revolve around that. Maybe he'll find the people that got him imprisoned in the first place, and there'll be kind of revenge and all that kind of stuff. I do not know. Do you know what? That was wonderful. I really enjoyed that. It was interesting to play. It was a bit different. It was kind of a bit like a board game, but on the screen. And yeah, it worked really well. And it looks fabulous. It looks really, really good. I mean, apart from her really dark hair, that clearly isn't that. But yeah, it's splendid. It's really enjoyable. And I'm very much looking forward to diving back into that when there's a little bit more going on. But yeah, maybe. It depends what happens with it, if it goes into, say, early access or whatever. But yeah, we might be seeing a little mini-series of that, possibly. Because I think that could be very good if we build up our agents and maybe get some more equipment. Maybe at some point we could, I don't know, they're planning this at some point, but in the future, do we do some with the office? Do we start upgrading the offices and that kind of stuff? I think, we might see a little mini-series of this at some point on the channel in the future when it's a little bit further along, when it's out of demo and kind of, in a more sort of stable, released, complete version. We will come back to it, absolutely, because that was really good. But of course, here we are at the end of the demo, as you can see, so we will wrap things up for now. Hopefully, you have enjoyed this little trip back to the 80s, because I've had a thoroughly splendid time. If you have, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time.
Hey, yeah, Zippy, listen, I'm in trouble. I spoke with one of your agents about Black Valkyrie business, and I think they're coming after me. I don't know how, I didn't even say anything, not really. Someone's following me, I'm sure of it. Oh, you gotta help me. Stop! Stop, please! I didn't say anything! No! Please don't!
Oh, a little secret bit for those people that have hung around after the end of the video. It's a bit like, waiting for the mid-credit sequence in Marvel films or whatever. You've kind of waited around a bit, you've gone past the whole sort of end spiel, and now here you are, you got a little kind of treat, little extra bit of footage, just to give a little bit more flavour to the story of Rough Justice 84, which is very exciting, so there we go. But with that done, now we can all just go about our lives. Cheerio, folks! I just want to point out the danger of blasting fire into the face of somebody who has not got any kind of headgear on. Let's suppress the pants off that thing. I always knew hiding behind a park bench would be no good. Oh no, it's a terrifying disc thing. The aliens shoot him with such force that he loses his hair, which is just ridiculous.